so
Yeah.
how do you get your marketing ideas?
So marketing ideas, the first thing is just like, I love marketing. So I constantly think about marketing. I look around and just like, yeah, I don't know. I genuinely like love marketing. And if that's not you, that's totally okay. But you might want to consider, finding someone, like that for your team, because it's obviously very helpful. So for me, I think that it's really that, so there's a couple of different ways that I develop a lot of my marketing ideas. So the first thing is that I really think about marketing, particularly when it comes to content marketing, is it's really just adding value to your potential audience without asking for anything in return. And that can be like in exchange for an email address or something like that. But generally you want it to be free. There is also sorts of marketing where you're actually advertising a product, but it's a way of marketing like, a bigger service or something like that. But generally that's the way that I think about marketing. And I don't think that a lot of other people think about it like that. And so that to me makes content marketing very easy, because I just constantly think about what's like some information that I can provide to maid service owners that can help them with something that maybe our software can't. And every time I see an opportunity to do that, that's a form of content marketing. There's some action that ZenMaid can take, whether that's a video, whether it's turning it into a lead magnet, whether it's a written article, whether it's polling our customers, whether it's having an expert record a video on it. There's all sorts of different ways. And so like I'm to the point now where I have way too many ideas, right? That I've got, hundreds or thousands of ideas that are going through my head with different things that we can be doing. And it's really just about filtering and making sure that like the team doesn't get distracted by my ADD, right? And so that would be number one in terms of like generating content ideas and then figuring out sort of what the best ways are to like actually share those, right? And it's not always going to be informational content. It can also just be things that people find funny. Everyone hates Yelp, for example, is something that like, one of the things they say in marketing is that you want to what's the term? Throw stones at your enemies, I think is what it is, from like the 5 like tenets of marketing, is that if you can get all of your customers to be against some other thing, then they're going to be more united around like your cause as your customer base. That's probably a bit like random, but the other main way that I think that I look at the world a little bit differently and how it helps me to actually generate ideas and stuff is that I also look at it as every business model is a way of helping people, right? Every business exists because there's some group of people out there that are willing to pay the business for their services. And so whenever I see different business models where, for example, the online summit that we did for ZenMaid, you saw people doing online summits that were paid, or you saw them doing virtual, or you saw them doing actual conferences in person. And so then to me, I was like, well, like if they're doing that, if we can make the same thing happen but keep our costs low enough that we can do it for free, then we have an effective marketing angle. And so for the Maid Summit, that was the first summit, the first virtual summit, the first virtual conference that had ever been done for the residential cleaning industry. And so that was a massive hit. Really took like, where we were as a company just up to like to the next level. And that had actually been on my radar for some time. I was just waiting for the technology to come along to really be able to like to execute on that. But that had been on my radar since 2015. So yeah, probably a bit of a long-winded answer there, but hopefully some, the business models and how I generate the content ideas, I think both of those are like actually sort of like a mental model that I have that I can just take now and very easily just apply to different things, right? The other thing is looking at different ads and why they work and going, how would we take like, this ad and make it work for ZenMaid? That's another good one, right? So like, for example, other people, other entrepreneurs watch the Dollar Shave Club commercial and get a laugh out of it. I watch the Dollar Shave Club commercial and go, what would the ZenMaid version of this be? And if I had a really good answer for that already, then you'd already see it in existence. But, those are the sort of things where I go, this was really effective, and I, will categorize it away in the back of my head and be looking for opportunities to apply that sort of stuff, right?